This video is probably one of the most important videos you'll ever work your way through. And I've included this worksheet down below this video somewhere as a download for you. Because here's the thing. The people you do business with will determine how successful you are, how much money you make, how much profit you get from that money, and the level of satisfaction you get out of your business and the result and the goodwill that you get. And as one of the guys I know there in San Diego said to me, a guy called Mike Koenig, you will never get rich if you're selling to poor people. So this next little exercise here will just walk you through how to find your best buyer. And a little bit of information here. The self-help guru, Tony Robbins, when he switched his business from helping people who wanted to learn NLP to serving entrepreneurs, that's what really made his business take off. And he now runs a $400 million a year business. And this is the guy who used to have to wash his dishes and cutlery in the bathtub. So here's what you do. Number one, write down what your best payday is. There's a video that you've already been through. And as a reminder, your best payday is the single most profitable and rewarding thing you should be focusing on in your business. Number two, write down your best price. This is the amount of money you want to make that your best buyer is comfortable paying to get the result they're looking for. In step three, next, you want to capture three of the most important characteristics of your best buyer. And to do this, answer this question. And I want you to listen carefully here. If you could only get paid your best price after your client or customer got the results they're paying to get, what relevant characteristics would they have to have in order for you to take on the challenge? Now, what I want you to bear in mind here is that you are going to be investing your time, your energy, and your resources in this client. So what qualities and characteristics would they have to have in order for you to be willing to take that on? Bearing in mind, you can never replace your time. And then step four, finally, write down three qualities of your best buyer's mindset. And these are the beliefs and attitudes you want your best buyer to share with you to make them an ideal client. So let's jump in. And here we go. And in this two little tabs here. Just write down your best payday on the download sheet and write your best pricing. So, step one. If you could only get paid after the client got the results you promised, what relevant characteristics do they have to have in order for you to take them on? Well, for me, they'd have to have an existing business. And number two, they'd have to have some sort of marketing collateral, like systems, processes, lists of prospects and leads and past customers and things like that. And number three, they'd need to have some sort of forward momentum in the marketplace and a certain amount of goodwill because people are selling dodgy stuff, or I'm just not going to go anywhere near that. And then finally, what matching mindset would you share? Well, for me, they'd have to have an abundance mindset. They'd have to look at the world and see the glass as being half full rather than half empty. They'd have to be positive about the future of their business and the future for their customers. Number two, they would have to be the sort of people that like advertising and systems and things like that, because that's where the leverage is. So they'd be looking to get as much juice out of their business as they possibly could. And number three, they would just have to be willing to actually do the things that I suggest. Not in any sort of heavy, you've got to do this kind of way, but just, at least give it a try, give it a shot. So that's the best buyer worksheet here. So I'll see you in the next video, and I hope this was useful to you. And if you want to reach out and set up a call with me so we can look at where these assets are in your business, all these leverage points, then you'll get some information on that towards the end of this video. So that's me done for now. See you soon.
First of all, thanks so much for coming by. If you're here on this page, it probably means you've seen some of my content. Maybe even got an email or an ad talking about our consulting program. But literally guaranteed a 100% ROI above our fees in the first 90 days at bare minimum. So first things first, this is 100% real. There's no fine print there. However, we can't do it for everybody. In order for us to really be able to do this for you, your business needs to be well into the multiple 6 figures plus range. And even more importantly, you need to have forward momentum and stuff we can actually use in order to put to work. So if you're interested, I'll give you a little overview of how the program itself works, then tell you what to do next. So this is a true consultant program and is designed to be minimally invasive in terms of your time commitment. So you might need to dedicate about an hour per week actually talking to us. And then behind the scenes, here's what we do. We take everything we see going on in the business, we analyze it, and we see what's working best. And then we find out ways to make that work better. And then we find one singular course of action to do right now to help us exceed this goal in the short term. In the long term, what we do is work to design systems to take what we did to get to this and make it consistently work for your business over time without you having to do more input. The net effect of this should be an increase in your revenue, with an overall decrease in your feeling like you have 20 million things to do. And so it works really, really well. We've been doing it for years with private clients, and now I'm offering to do it with you as well. If it sounds like something you're into, somewhere on this page, you'll either see a button that will link to a multiple choice thingy, or maybe the multiple choice thing itself. Fill that out, and then you'll be taken to a form where you can choose a time that works best for you to talk to myself or my team. And the purpose of that conversation is to, number one, find out what your long-term goals are. Number two, find out more about your business and what you've got going on to make sure we can actually do this for you. And if we can, we'll tell you that we can. And we'll tell you how we think we can do it. And of course, we'll answer all the questions that you might have for us. And if you like what you hear, then we can start working together. Pretty simple. There's absolutely nothing to lose because this is 100% real. Alright, so if this sounds good to you, go ahead, fill out the little form thing, and let's set up a time to talk. Thanks so much for watching my stuff, and I look forward to working together soon. Take it easy.